Basically, I gave you get to get this again. I say, oh, me, I'm right. And by doing you, I'm a part of my trade, when you learn it goes away. And as I go, that you are not, we say you. Papa Mora, get you up when anywhere, Mamba Sivole. L'arrangeur parmi national, très trop fort. Puis après, mais on va essayer de sauver des jours. À moi, ça y faut. T'es bio. Tu vas pas you pas pour mon yao. Papa, y'a guitare. Petit, plateau fait son nid. Kainaka. Pena paya posa gogo mambo panjago apoblo akafwe wa posa nyoka fwe pe afonte mo mandi yo pa kleju kiyen nyonjo si mo poso tata tuyo pe atrinyo de won e mo o nese to kan is a coco, where they have been. Coworia, I can't salute. Post to a gather to your way, I think you're the one. Emo, that's a token. Now, with is a coco, where they have been. Coworia, can you get? Now, getting your way, and your sound simply on it. Yeah, I do. Let's do what you just grab the one. Say your book on you. You know, Taibo Bodagia, no, and we say you over. I want to your Kamala, need a boy. And yes, I'm going to buy the good mwege. Hey, am I gay? What I guess me, I'm going to end it the well. Oh, ow. Taibo Bodagia, no, and we say you over. So la que tampoco yo ne vaya never fue. Netoni en rayo. Ayú. Opo que ya se oye, amo que le va. Caída acá. When it goes to work, I go to the net in the milk halfway. I just see how. This is what I say. Taibo boye. Ow. You like do I get more by? Why never tell it by Potamu, Tanyada, Planning Papa, Pinagasia, Pacao Lage, the Puesipo, the PSCB. There's no yes, you don't get no one. There was a bob was a dressio, Mammo, Palipo, Dagiano, and I will say you over. I will. Saibo. If you are going to do it, so say. I just want to lay a bat to an apple, you see you okay. Wait, Ivo, Saibo, and they didn't go from Rock, John B. Banglo. On the Kriana walk like a bad day, noir. Joseph was said. So, the one you're naturally thankful to play. Say. Taibo Bodagia, no, and I will say you over. I'm not in it. Where are you? So away. I know Russell, Baby Russell. South Africa, your boss, your way. And you're for you, won't be and my one. I'm a pope and you don't feel it. I say, oh, Claudio. Say, if I can work, we are coming. Taibo Bodagia, no, and I will say you over. Aba pepo swero ninde swero kwa muzo dumonje tota siko bala kabo jo ase pepo swero muzo bloke say ya re ase o baye no gen monde ye yo pample yo te mo le ya na o ariwo ase o baye amo amora da o Taibo Bodagia, no, and I will say you. I wish a rule of you, my something you went. Saibo, c'est mayo. That was the yasi also wongo. Panye. Amora jina la se.
Alors, il a fait un son pour Mobile Production.
Arrangé Eric Lodé. Le don de Dieu pour la musique de l'Ouest. Je te détesterai jamais. Jamais, jamais, au grand jamais. Mobile Production. Abia dia au bois. Amounia Gros. Moi, toi, Pierre. Pierre, Pierre, ah, Pierre, Ndato Pierre se prononcer, Ato Pierre qui a fait, Amosia, Moye, Pierre, Moye, Mosa Bosaïko, Moye, Pierre, Jimon, Manoyemo.
So apparently, people are not hearing what I was saying, and so welcome, Liberian Pub Reader. As I stated earlier, I'll just repeat myself. He's our Father. I can repeat it 10, 15 times. It really doesn't matter. Pazina just passed yesterday. He's our Father. And to the children of Pazina, myself included, we express our sympathy. As I was saying, let us continue to pray for each other for this bad time. We are in a very devastating situation right now. From Grand Unit Association all the way to Boston District Organization. He's always with us. He's always with us. So for me, what I remember right now is what he's gonna tell me. Tuachalo, benya, bo warrior. None of them were found. Benya. That's exactly what he's gonna be telling me. So I'll go on with my show tonight. But as brothers and sisters, LPR, under the management of Mr. So, will tell us what to do and we'll do what we have to do. I'm just putting this on here tonight just for my own self and my show. So those of you that are listening, this is not the LPR tribute to our Father. This is from Samson too. So again, the brothers and sisters, I know this is very devastating to all of us, but look at us. Look us, every one of us. Look at our life. Okay, I think he has done a wonderful job to prepare us. Okay, so let's put together, let's put hand around each other and make sure our Father goes home peacefully. That's what I gotta say. Pazina, I'll miss you, Samson to LeBron Pub Radio. Okay, folks, let me go on with my show here. Thank you for joining us. I'm sorry to have that little issue with the voice and things like that, but we can't do these things. It's no big deal. But anyway, as I was saying here before, somebody noticed that my what you might call was not working. So let me go on. Folks, I'm trying to reposition myself here. So please just forgive me as I go on and off here and there because I came on late, one thing, and so it is just a difficult thing. When I've been telling, hopefully I'll get my son to join me very shortly here, so he'll be able to help me to carry on. But anyway, let's go on. We're going to be talking about Mahamadou Bungagu from Burkina Faso. As I was saying the other day, I'm sorry, Mr. Bungagu, if I chop your name, but please forgive me. But anyway, as I was saying the other day, this man, I told you what he was born around 1966. So he's also a young man. Let's put it that way. But he also used to sell. First, he started with selling. So what happened here? Okay. I don't know what's going on with it. The other monitor freaked me out. But anyway, that's okay. That's okay. But so this young man, as I will refer to him, he started selling. First, he started selling little thing here, car parts. He'll go to the junkyard, take the parts off, then go and sell them. And then he started with a business. His father also used to do business. Okay. So his mom also was in business, making market, I believe. They didn't say that, but that's just some but anyway, so yeah, let's forward. He's here, a billionaire now. So I told you the last time that he's also, now that I'm talking about him, let me put picture up. What am I doing here again tonight? Samson, if you're tired, go sleep, man, papi. Did I call myself papi? No way. You tired, go to sleep, man, young man. Folks, these are the two gentlemen that I'm going to be talking about tonight. So I told you the other day that President Weah himself, after soccer career, he went back to school, went to college, got his master's degree and everything else. But this Hamadu never went to college. After high school, he decided to go to do business. So it seemed to me that he recognized that there are certain people that perhaps not into college business, but they will make good life. So perhaps he gravitated towards President Weah. Now remember, President Weah used to be a soccer player. So who among us as African, when this man was playing football, was never proud of him as African, especially playing in Europe? One of the few African to be at the top of the game. And how proud every one of us. So he also fell in a spell of George Weah's soccer career. Let's put it that way. So speculation and speculation from here on. You want to deny it, it's up to you. So anyway, so he recently decided, okay, I'm gonna go and talk to President Weah now. So he and President Weah, I'm not too sure how they connected, how long their friendship been going, but he decided he had planes. I told you he had four planes, one helicopter, one Learjet, and two big planes. Okay, so he rent those things out as well. So apparently, as President Weah explained the other day, the man said, President Weah, why will you go somewhere and I see you riding plane from Ivory Coast and things like that? So I will let you use my plane for prestige as well. I'm gonna be playing this thing here again this coming Friday. And this time around, hopefully you will see the kinds of equipment this man has. Things he's doing in other West African countries. He's in Ivory Coast doing construction in Ivory Coast, major construction. He's in Guinea doing major construction. He's in Benin doing major construction. He's in Togo doing major construction. 4 African countries right now in West Africa that he's doing business over there. In fact, I told you before that I hope by this time some of you have done some research, and what I'm saying now, if it's not true, please just put it up on my page and say, Mr. Todd, that's not true. This is what happened. In fact, he has been awarded with some of the prestige award from African construction people or whoever. They're giving an award for his contribution to the development of West Africa. Okay? So now, recently, there's an article, and I think I read an article from France of Africa, which seems to question is that a proper behavior. I mean, is that a proper way? I don't know about the legality of him going the way Liberian law is set up, when to go borrow money or what to borrow. So I'm not speaking from that perspective. Two things I'm not speaking from. I'm not speaking based on the economy of Liberia. I'm not speaking based on politics of Liberia. I'm speaking tonight based on engineering and infrastructure. Third one that I'm going to add on is a social benefit. Okay, so I told you the last time, as this guy go from country to country to do business, he employ people. In fact, in Guinea or Benin, one of those countries, he employed over 5,000 people to work. These people are not taking the money back to Burkina Faso. They're staying right there to the country where they're working in because they are citizens of that country. So if you look at the background, if you just do like what I did, go and read a little bit, you will understand that perhaps, speculation, that perhaps this man really doesn't need us. He doesn't need Liberian, the $400 and some more $1 million. Of course, that's going to be plus. The equipment he has, billions. The plane, billions. So it's not like he's somebody waiting to say, okay, maybe I'm going to go here and do a little bit of crocodile here, and then maybe I get money here and there. I don't believe that. I could be wrong, but I don't believe that. So let's go a little bit further than that. if this loan, first of all, first thing I want to say, the first loan has been rectified. You can say whatever you want to say. I'm not speaking to that. Okay, I know the loan has been rectified. All I'm going to do now, I'm going to double my effort and continue to show on my show, Coastal Road, because they said they're going to do Coastal Road. Now, Eugene Falcon told us the last time when they say Coastal Road, not necessarily hugging the beach. It could be a few miles inside the hinterland. But he said they're calling it Coastal Road because it's going to be connecting the coastal county. I agree. Either way they go, I will show. If they want to bring it to the beach, I will show the beach road connection. If they want to go outside, out in the countryside, I will show that as well. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm not drawing back on this. So, but this other loan, $426 million, come close to home. Literally, because Total is mentioned in that loan contract. So Total is going to benefit immensely. But that's not what I'm praising this thing here. I'm praising it because I believe that. Now, let me say again, I'm praising it from the perspective as an engineer and from the perspective of infrastructure. I'm not praising it based on the law. That one that the lawyer, you go ahead. You cause each other with the law, this and law that. That's your problem. I'm talking about the infrastructure. That's what I'm concerned with tonight. Okay? Now, from Total to the border, it's going to be paved as well. Can you imagine? But here is what I have little issue with. The first loan that have already been ratified is a coastal highway construction loan. The second loan, they don't have Ganta Tapata Highway. They have Tapata, Zvedru, all the way to southeastern end. That's fine. But what happened to the folks? I drove that road. What happened to the folks from Ganta to Tapata? It's the worst of all. Anytime that you hear people say the road cut off, it's between Ganta and Tapata. I showed you guys that the last time. Yeah, there might be one or two places in Grand County that is bad. But once you cross the river, Sesto River, and get in Nima County, your problem starts until you get to Ganta. So I would have hoped that the folks will try to operate, whoever is going to be doing construction, fixed from Ganta, Tapata to Zvedru. So that's the only disappointment that I have in this whole road scheme. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this guy here. I want you to watch. I'm not here to preach. I don't even know who he is. People like they don't even look at me. They don't even know. They see me. They're just some kind of small baby. They just put the men are buried here. What you want from me? But I want to be fair and I want to be truthful. I want to show you that I have done some reading. And I found some interesting documentation that I want to show you. Not documentation, but interesting video that I want to show you. Okay? So let's look at this video. This is his company. His company. For folks, it's a very interesting thing. Let's look at it. It's just going to take a few minutes and see if we can see. Okay? Yeah, here is the information. This is music for his company. I want you to watch and listen. Of course, you won't be able to understand because they're speaking their dialect. But a company, if you live from here and take company to Liberia, and you're not doing good, you're corrupt, you're eating people's money, you think they will sing for you? I beg you, man. Look at this. Listen.
Iboma fanava Africa en avant. Créé en Afrique par un Africain pour le bonheur de l'Afrique. Iboma fanava Africa en avant.
Okay, folks, right there, of course, I don't speak French and I have no clue what they're saying. But I hope when besides enjoying the music, because I was surely rocking it, But besides enjoying the music, I heard you were paying attention in the background. The pictures, the construction of different projects in the background. I hope you are paying attention to that. And in the song, they were telling you that we're not just in Burkina Faso, we're in Ivory Coast, we're in Benin, we're in Guinea, we're in Togo. They name all of those countries. So again, I just want to say to you here that I truly don't believe. I could be wrong, folks. Not that I'm perfect. I could be wrong, and I hope that I'm correct. But they were telling you these are the kinds of stuff we can do when it comes to construction. And like I said, I will continue to show you his project, the kinds of work he does. Okay? It's very impressive. As an engineer, I really like some of the things. In fact, some of the things that I saw, okay, here in the United States, when they pull a roundabout, and I will say that because I know something about it. When they pull a roundabout in the street to have car to go around the area, that's why they call it roundabout. The center, the island of the roundabout, usually they have a pour concrete all around. And in order to avoid the crack, they saw, I think every 4 feet or so, they have a saw. The saw cut the concrete so you don't have crack. Over there, what he's doing, the project that I saw, the roundabout that I saw, I told you the last time, they have an interlock process. It's a brick that is made, but they have like a hook. So they put this brick down, put another one, and they have an interlock, and they're locking each other. The only way you're gonna move it is if you pry it from the bottom. And then after that, they smooth it over. So they don't have to saw cut, but they fix it in a way that is circle. 360 degrees, that is. So this guy, for me, from an engineering perspective, and just as a pure person who loves construction, I've not seen anything wrong yet. So far, I've been watching. The only thing that I see is happening when I go through their construction process, just like Liberia, they have no respect for safety. How you go on a project with no hard hat? They don't do that. I don't know why. Maybe because it's so hot in Africa that people don't respect putting hard hat on. Okay. Another thing, you're working in a city where people are living. You're supposed to use water truck to wet down the area so the dust can be minimized. They weren't doing that. I think those are about the 2 or 3 things that I can say. Now let's go. Let this guy talk to us. Those of you that can speak French and understand French, I think you're in for a treat tonight, because this guy will tell you. And I don't know what he's saying, so maybe I hope he's not cursing people. But let's look at it. Let's look at it. Very interesting. Very interesting. This is a very serious business. This guy, I don't believe that he's there to say he want to rob or what have you. But let's look at it. Let's look at it and see what he says. Okay.
1989-2014, voilà 25 ans que l'entreprise Bonkungu Mahamadou et fils Ebomaf imprime son leadership sur le secteur du bâtiment et des travaux publics BTP, au point de devenir en un quart de siècle un grand artisan de l'indépendance économique du Burkina Faso. Fondé le 6 septembre 1989 à Dédougou par un jeune entrepreneur de 23 ans à l'époque, Mahamadou Bonkungu, Ebomaf a connu différentes formes juridiques avant de se constituer dans les années 2000 en une importante société d'un capital de 300 millions de francs CFA. L'ascension de Ebomaf reflète le self-made man de son président-directeur général Mahamadou Bonkungu et un success story dans les affaires. Elle prend une part active dans les années 1990 au développement rural à travers la construction de divers services sociaux, écoles, lycées, collèges et centres de santé et l'entretien courant de milliers de kilomètres de routes. À force de travaux bien exécutés, Ebomaf est parvenue à développer une réelle expertise dans le secteur du BTP. Elle se positionne comme l'un des fleurons burkinabés en matière de génie civil.
Nous comptons sur notre force et notre expérience. Et nous avons de l'expertise humaine des pays d'Europe, de la Roumanie, des Espagnols. Nous avons le matériel adéquat. Vous savez, la construction des routes, on ne se débrouille pas. Il faut les moyens.
La réputation de Ebomaf dans la construction d'infrastructures routières repose sur un personnel rompu à la tâche, un impressionnant parc de matériel de pointe et des installations techniques de dernière génération. Disposant d'une expertise avérée mise en œuvre dans un carrefour de diverses compétences venues de tous les continents, les réalisations de Ebomaf sont marquées du sceau de l'excellence. Grâce à une adéquation qualité-prix, l'entreprise de Mahamadou Bonkungu ne cesse de s'illustrer brillamment dans la conduite des grands travaux en marquant régulièrement de sa belle empreinte des infrastructures d'envergure. Ponts, tout type de routes, voies et réseaux divers, aménagements hydro-agricoles, aucun pan des grands travaux n'a de secret pour Ebomaf. L'internationalisation de Ebomaf est la consécration d'un savoir-faire. Après le Togo en 2010, le Bénin en 2012, la Guinée-Conakry en 2014 et bientôt la Côte d'Ivoire, elle a acquis une réelle notoriété à l'international, suscitant une fierté légitime aussi bien chez ses compatriotes que des Africains. À travers ses filiales, la société emploie aujourd'hui des milliers de personnes et réalise annuellement des centaines de milliards de francs CFA de chiffre d'affaires, cultivant l'afro-optimisme tant réclamé.
Arrivé au Togo, les Togolais parlent de toi. Arrivé au Niger, les Nigériens parlent de toi. Arrivé au Guinée, les Guinéens parlent de toi. Arrivé au Bénin, les Béninois parlent de toi. Revenu au Faso, les Burkinabés disent, il n'y a pas son dehors.
Okay, folks, because I gotta cut it up. I don't understand French. I don't speak French, so I'm not too sure exactly what it. Maybe cussing me up. What kind of stupid man promoting my shit? But no, on a very serious note, look at the kind of cars this guy have. Let's look at somebody who coming to scam us in Liberia. What do we have? One of the things that I like about him, he's very simple. Very, very simple. Perhaps that's why he gravitated towards President Weah. Very simple. He doesn't like to. As much money that this guy have, you think he will go and wear suit, but when the president, he said, where in the back? You can't in the front say, I'm a millionaire. What you say? No. So I think, folks, I'm just showing you these things so you yourself can go and do some research. Okay, I'll show you one more video, and then I'll go on to talk about more things that I want to say. Okay, let's look at this. This is another show for his production. This guy is very serious. Very serious. Okay, now let's watch this.
Créé en 1989, Ebomaf, au cours de sa première décennie d'existence, a fini par faire l'unanimité autour d'elle en matière de bâtiments et de travaux publics. À ce titre, le Burkina lui doit l'entretien courant de ses routes, ainsi que la construction de services sociaux de base, à savoir les écoles primaires, les lycées et collèges, les centres de santé, et ce, sur l'ensemble du territoire national burkinabé. Ainsi, en un temps record, Ebomaf a largement contribué au rapprochement des populations par une meilleure circulation des personnes et des biens sur des routes performantes. car c'est dans le domaine du génie civil qu'Ebomaf excelle le plus. En atteste le bitumage de nombreuses artères de la ville de Ouagadougou, dont l'enceinte du palais de Kossiam et la jonction avec la résidence de la rue Bagem Nini, le prolongement du boulevard des Tensoba. Son empreinte la plus visible demeure l'aménagement de la zone d'activité commerciale et administrative, la ZACA, et la construction de la route Koudougou-Dédougou.
En matière d'expertise, nous avons depuis une dizaine d'années commencé à mettre l'accent plus sur l'expertise importée pour la formation du personnel. À la date de ce jour, je peux vous dire que nous avons une expertise certaine qui répond aux normes internationales.
Avec son capital expérience, assise sur une solide expertise de son personnel cosmopolite, où des nationaux hautement qualifiés côtoient des ingénieurs les plus convoités au monde, venus des pays les plus développés, qu'il s'agisse de français, d'anglais ou d'espagnol, Ebomaf dispose d'un savoir-faire pointu très apprécié dans la sous-région ouest-africaine, où il n'a de cesse de donner satisfaction aux décideurs grâce à ses aptitudes matérielles et techniques conséquentes.
Le métier d'entrepreneur est un métier très difficile, avec beaucoup d'exigences. Des exigences pour le planning, des exigences pour la qualité, ce qui nous amène à nous doter de matériel performant. Un, pour la qualité, deux, pour pouvoir respecter les plannings souhaités par les différents gouvernements.
Le Togo abrite aujourd'hui de grands projets routiers exécutés ou en cours d'exécution par Ebomaf. Le Bénin lui confia en 2012 le marché d'aménagement et de bitumage du tronçon Bodjekali-Madekali-Iloua, frontière du Nigeria. Et Ebomaf conduit actuellement 3 projets routiers d'envergure au Bénin. En 2014, le projet d'aménagement et de bitumage de l'axe Cancan-Kissidougou, long de 194 km pour un montant de 305 millions d'euros, soit plus de 200 milliards de francs CFA, fut son plus gros marché en Guinée-Conakry, où Ebomaf exécute déjà les travaux de réhabilitation et de renforcement de l'aéroport de Conakry.
Okay, folks. I just thought that I'd do this so that perhaps you yourself can see. I'm not here to sing praises for this man. Like I said, I don't even know him. But Mr. Bungabu, if you hear this video and you see the video, call Mr. Alfonso Zion so you can have some sort of a advertisement with us. We don't want to do this thing free. No, on a very serious note. Folks, there's nothing in here for Liberia Public Radio. I'm not doing it to promote his stuff. The reason I'm showing all of these, I want people to understand as they engage each other to debate this $421 million. Look at the kind of equipment this guy had. And some of the things they were questioning was that where the bonding gonna come from. I work in construction for years. I have my own construction company. I know what a bonding process is. You want to tell me this guy, sure and bonding. I'm not even going to go to the little page. You want to tell me this guy with this type of equipment, he cannot go to a bank in Africa and say, I want $426 million. I use my equipment as a collateral. I use my plane as a collateral. And the people are going to reject him. And people are going to be questioning. And when we do these kinds of stuff, we miss out. If we're not careful, if we just want to be, oh, I want to be an opposition because I think I know how to talk, we're going to miss out. If this man is willing to come in with pre-finance, $426 million. You want to tell me all of these equipment? Let's look at it. Let's look at it from a social perspective. The social benefit to us. He's going to bring all of these equipment to Liberia to do the role. He's going to need gas. You think he's going to go to Burkina Faso to bring gasoline from there? But if you don't treat him right, he might use that. He comes to Liberia. You think he's going to bring all, like the Chinese would do? You think he will bring all of the employees from Burkina Faso? Those are kinds that if you treat him well, if you welcome him, and then you can negotiate. You leave that negotiation process with the George Weah-led government. Let them negotiate. They say, okay, Mr. Bungabukumu, whatever your name is, you come in here, we appreciate it. But look how poor we are. Come, we appreciate you. But we want you to help to do some capacity building among our people. So you talk to this man, you setting agreement, not a loan agreement, to say you yourself, you know, look at our boys and selling here in the street. They need employment. You think government of Liberia able to employ all Liberian citizens? Is that what you want? You want all, every time we leave from here, go home, we got to work for government in order to survive? If this person is doing this role, there will be some Liberians that will say, oh, they're doing this here. I will sell my pound wine to the people. They're not free. That money coming in. And I'm being ridiculous. So this man come into Liberia. He employ what? 5,000 or so people. Or even 1,000. Whatever. But if you have control on the negotiation, if you start running up, oh, the people here, we suspect something. Every day, Liberians are suspecting something. I bet you right now, as I'm talking, they probably suspect this man now call me and put some money in my pocket. Everything you do is never free. Well, not everybody will do those kinds of stuff. My reason of doing this program again tonight is to show you that this man have the capacity. That he's not just Johnny come lately or some kind of construction company called Fly by Night. This is a legitimate construction company. They're in Ivory Coast. They're in Guinea. They're in Benin. They're in Togo. All French-speaking country. Remember now. So most likely, Liberia will be the first English-speaking country that you'll be doing business with. And we're going to go on social media. Right. This man, this thing here, we don't even know what's going on. Your legislature, they have the responsibility. If anything is going wrong that you don't like, it's the legislature you try to attack, not this poor man coming from. Did I say poor? Samson, oh, you're killing me. The rich man, the rich man coming from. No, on a very serious note. This man, look at it, and I will show you more of his construction. He can do great separation. Look at your traffic congestion in Monrovia. Just from ERW Road to what's it? I don't call it to City Hall on bad day in the morning. Take you almost 2 hours, and you think you enjoy in Liberia. Yes, the other thing you don't understand. The more you stay in traffic, what happened to the pollution that is coming out of your car? And that's why when people get sick in Liberia, you don't get money, you die. Because it's little stuff. These are things people are supposed to think about. Before we start rejecting here and rejecting there and rejecting that. It's your right. Don't get me wrong. You as a Liberian citizen, it is your right to question whatever you want to question. But at the same time, before you go questioning, try to do a little bit analysis. Do due diligence. Go and do some research. Then when you say something, people will say, okay, maybe at least he looked at his stuff. What I just show you here, when he sent Nathaniel Crypool to Burkina Faso to go video, he and Manzula, they didn't go to Burkina Faso to go videotape for us. This thing was all from YouTube. All you do, just Google this guy's name, and if you know how, if you're a little bit computer savvy, you will take the French and put it in the English, and you'll be able to read about him. Let's stop these kinds of stuff. I'm not a sedition, but what I am a Liberian. I want my people to get good stuff. So I don't care whether President we are or whoever is trying to build something in Liberia that will benefit our people, give them decent life. Folks, let us try to run it around. We can criticize. Don't get me wrong. You can criticize. But your criticism must not be involved with insult. Because then you're not doing us a favor. This guy that's trying to help us, he's a human being. First thing, he's African. You going to from here, you taking money, you going to help the people in Ghana, they start costing you. You think you will stay there? So forget it, man. I'm doing good already. Does he look at his company? Be honest with yourself. Does he really need us? Look at it. Compare okay, between him and us, who's supposed to be stretching their arms? He's in construction business. He's there to make money. That's all he's there for. He's not there to get freebie. He's there to make money. Here is what I have issue with the we-are-led government. Okay? Here's what I have issue. I strongly believe that their communication process when it comes to the role, loans and what have you, I don't believe they're doing a good, decent job. If I was involved, I'm not going to get angry. People say something, I'm not going to go on TV, call names, and I'm not going to get angry. Take my time to explain. You say, but Mr. Toll, Liberian people, they don't like to listen. Okay, just keep explaining. Sooner or later, they're going to pick it up. This man, I hope by this time, the Speaker of the House, the Senate Pro Tem, the Vice President, some of the big ministers, I hope by this time they have had a sit-down meeting with this guy to actually engage him, not just President we are alone, engage this man. After this project is done, you might be able to, because of your relationship with you, if you establish a good relationship, good working relationship with this guy can get money for us to do things in Liberia. Because, look, my man, you stop this kind of thing, man. Who in the world that never step on somebody to move somewhere? The only thing God says, when you move, when I help you to move, don't forget behind you. Because you were not at point A before coming to point A. There were other people ahead of you. But God bless you to get to point A. Don't forget where you're coming from. If President Weah is trying to do that for us and all these people, then we hear saying, you this, he that, he nyama nyama. What are we doing? What are we doing? This man, he's there to make money. When I was in construction, in Ohio, I have my own construction company. They call it Todi Construction. Let me be honest with you here this afternoon. Check it out. Go on Google and type Todi Construction. You'll find my name there. But what I was doing, I was a minority contracting business. And Ohio came on. I said, you know, this law started from here in California. They said, we're not doing any more set aside. Because those days, they give company millions, $2-3 million contract. Then they said, the government said, in this money that we're giving, the contract we're giving, we're setting aside 10% for minority contractors. Because most likely people like Samson told them who got construction company, they ain't got money. They can't rent this equipment and do that. But you got to find me to involve him in a sense. He already registered. And he's part of our register with the federal government, our register with the state of Ohio as a minority contractor. So whenever I find contract, people get a big contract, I go and talk to them. They say, okay, well, sometimes I used to supply pipes. I used to supply, I call it electric, generator on one of the major projects. Now, in order for you to be certified to work on a state highway, which is also the federal highway, you have to go through a lot of process. I was in the process. I mean, in fact, I was registered and certified, but not some major contract because I didn't have no equipment. Okay, so when it was still Ohio said, no, Mr. Toll, we no longer doing set aside. I said goodbye because I don't have money. I depended on these people on their set aside so I can do set aside, do their payroll, do here and there, and then get some money. If they can't help me, I say goodbye. But I'm a designer. I'm an engineer. Yeah. California, here I come. I came right in California. I got with the design. I know how to do roadway design. I got back in there. I'm doing good. Not as good as I would have done if I had been doing well in construction, because in construction you can make millions in a year. So the point that I'm trying to make here, the reason why I was in construction, it was not for freebie. I want to make money. The reason why this man is in construction is not for freebie. He wants to make money. So out of that 400, look at it, folks. You guys are killing me. So out of that $426 million, you think he's gonna pocket everything in his pocket? Maybe 10% profit, if at all. If at all. Because the gas prices are going up, material prices are going up. He's going to have out. Look at the equipment. He has asphalt plant. He has concrete plant. He got rock crusher, movable rock crusher. This guy is prepared. We need him more than he needs us. My opinion. So you're going to sit here and say you're going to argue the president this. I'm not a sedition. I'm telling you again, I'm a Liberian. My interest this afternoon is the benefit to my people. I don't care about what you and CD talk about, who caused who, and that's not my problem. I'm a Liberian. Not only am I a Liberian, I'm a Liberty Party member, card-carrying Liberty Party member. I hope Liberty Party will not kick me out of their party. If they kick me out, so be it. But I will be truthful. I will be truthful. So now, let's look at this thing. Let's go a little bit deeper into this. He said, Mr. Toll, look at our corrupt behaviors in Liberia. That bungago business, that you don't want to tell you say you must be corrupt, that you don't want to tell you say your official they must be corrupt. Okay. Look at this. We're supposed to sit down and say, thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. That president we are, I don't know whatever means he come out with to know this person, but thank you, Jesus. Because the guy could have come out and say, you know what, President we are, you know, we're friends, but they think that money are in here to make money. I will build this thing for you. But guess what? I'll put toll down. Before anybody cross from one point to another, they're going to pay for 26, 27 years. Not only is he taking that $426 million, part of it, but within the next, you're going to pay him back, but within the next 26, 27 years, he got a toll booth. And those are most of you in the East Coast, you know what a toll booth is. Got a toll booth. Before you move from Montreal to Toll Town, you pay toll. Then you will start crying again. So the men, they have all the other equipment that I've been reading, I didn't hear anything about toll. Maybe in the balance here. When will we ever appreciate something? My goodness. As Samson told, I was one of those in the street of Monrovia, 1979. As a young man, very young, but carrying leaf around, mocking my countdown, mocking what bamboo draw attire without nonsense. This government, look, the government came out. Though God in. Who do think is? He thinks somebody he will know the rule. He can't do nothing. That man must count down. Maria must burn. Look, though God out. Taylor came in. At this time, our brothers and sisters are dying. And because of his corrupt behavior and the behavior he had when it comes to killing, we want him out. No, he left. Okay? All of the interim government that were there, we have issue with them. One of the things that I know about Liberia, and you guys can write what you want to say now, I'm getting ready to go deep onto this afternoon. I really don't care now. One of the things that we like about Liberians, they go to LU and stay there 1 or 2, 4 years or so. When they're ready to graduate, they go on the podium and start making big mouth. This, that. The government look at it, oh, okay, you get that small man job. He shut his mouth. He didn't care again with all the other people that were here. Because how many people will he employ? LU has always been the fertile ground for Liberian student politics to be transferred into government. When are we going to grow up out of LU politics? When? Okay? Judy Brown came in. Same thing. The people are corrupt. Of course they were. But that's the system. Madam Sally came in. Oh. Madam Sally came in. She came in with a intent of having the young people help her to run the government of the Republic of Liberia. All of the LU students that used to make talk all kinds of things. She brought them in one by one. Even some of the professors that used to tell these young students, just you're right, stand on the table, say whatever you want to say. This government is corrupt. She brought them in, hoping that these people are going to help her to move Liberia to the next stage. What do they do? Everybody looking for a pocket to fill. For 12 years, 12 straight years, what do we have to show for it? People have been estimating, and I'm not an economist, so I don't know for sure, but I'll tell you, people have been estimating that in the last 12 years, the government of Liberia, most likely, the money that go through public Liberia, most likely $4 to $6 billion. What do we have to show for it? When it rains in Monrovia, you can't stay waterside. When it rains, you can't move. You're ready to go in Monrovia. People take out their clothes and put on their head to walk because you do say your clothes are going to get wet. My people, what we want? What do we want? What do we want? What exactly do we want? The young people that were supposed to help the president, they came in. What did they do? Look at their records. Some of them have been, they've been in the paper lately. Most of them are young. What do? What type of project or something tangible that these people for 12 years that you can hold them on and say, yes, they did this? The defense department, I never saw it, but according to the story, they built it, they broke it down. And they're building something else. Yeah, they built some roads. But the roads they built were not able to catch up with the population growth in Liberia. And these people were educated. That's the part that I don't understand. What is the definition of education? My definition. You go to school, you learn something, you apply it to help people. That's it. You go to school, you learn something, you apply it to benefit yourself. That's it. So, but the self, that's communist behavior. Go to Soviet Union, get out of Liberia. That's not what we do over there. In Liberia, you learn something to benefit the people. You're going to get paid, but you must produce so that the people will pay, will benefit from whatever it is that you have learned. We fail to do that. Here we are. We have President we are. If I were in Liberia, if I were to be allowed to vote in Liberia, I'm not going to vote for CDC. I'm not hiding it. I wasn't going to vote for CDC. I'm going to vote Liberty Party. In fact, I was encouraging my family members. Some of them rejected, but I wanted them to vote for Liberty Party because I want Liberty Party to win. But the election is over. President Weah has been selected by the people of Republic of Liberia to lead. Get off this French, what you call political opposition. It's your job. You can do that. But in order for you to be a strong opposition, you must understand the capacity of your people to understand what you're saying. Sometimes you say something as a political opposition, you say some things, no proof though. You just put it out there. People take it, oh, say, man say. Oh, the people say. Then the rumor start going around. What do we want? When are we going to stop this thing here? When? So I'm just showing you these things here tonight to let you know if this thing goes through. And I'm not telling the legislature to vote for it. That's their job. If they feel the man is qualified, that's fine. But I'm talking from a perspective of an engineer, as an engineer, and also from a perspective of infrastructure, which we need in Liberia. This man can start doing the role, the contract, and he finds out, oh, Liberians are good people. So he come and set up company office in Liberia. He doesn't have to bring a lot of equipment from Burkina Faso already. So he set them up in Liberia. He can be used to maintain some of the road that they're going to be building. Tell me, when they may finish building the road, you think you're going to stay there to maintain your road? You got equipment to maintain the road? The road you say we want to build. You got equipment to maintain there? Can you even maintain the street in Liberia? Folks, most of the people that are talking have traveled all over the world. You can't do the Democrat and Republican argument, CNN type, then you say, yeah, you finish watching it. That's the same thing we need in Liberia. They are two different things. What part of that you don't understand? I can stay in the street right now and say whatever I want to say. You can do the same thing in Liberia. But if I stay in the street and start raining, police will come and take me to a safety area because they have the capacity. When I stay in the street, when it starts snowing, police will come and take me to a safe house because they have the capacity. Do we have that? So you see, we're now on the same page. So we can't just grab it from here and say it must be applied to Liberia. Then you're missing the boat. So I want you to read more. Whenever something come out, and I like Double X Soul, Randy Shea. I love that guy. I love the work he does. Randy Shea, Front Page Africa. I like them. I love them. He challenging every one of us. When he come out, don't just consider him and say, oh, they men are opposition. He's writing all kind of stuff about the president. No. He's challenging you. Can you read with understanding? And are you just accepting for face value whatever he's writing? He's telling you this is what I'm writing. It's left for you to accept it. And at what point, how did you come up with a judgment to accept his writing? What basis, what analysis have you used to accept his writing? He writes something. What do I do in the morning? I gotta work in the morning. I open Front Page, blah blah blah. Read it. I open daily observer because I think that I will get different value. Then I look at Executive Mansion website. I look at it, and I try to see the language that is being used to describe the same thing. One particular item. What type of language is being used by these different new organizations to describe that particular item? Then after that, then I go and do research. What are they talking about? And after doing all of that, and if I need to do that, I call somebody back home. And my friend back home, he got a very big mouth. He don't play with me. What you calling me for? You think I have your radio station? I said, no, what you got? Okay, this is what I know. This is what I know. He told me. I finished reading or I finished getting my friend's version. Then it's left with me now to make the judgment, to decide which way I want to go. So I love Randy Shea. He bring these things out to light. And I think the government Republic of Liberia should also love him. Let him bring it out. Let him write. Let him put these things up. And let Liberian, those of us that can read, let's read them. You will, if you go on I call it Facebook, there will be people that finish reading Randy Shea stuff. They get all upset. What kind of nonsense the man writing so? Then there are other people say, good. He bust the secret up. One writing. You see the dichotomy? In one writing, opposition, opposite side. What is an act? An act is what you put out or something you do to provoke some sort of an emotion. And that's exactly what this is. He writes these things, and then we go find out. He writes it, and then those who he's writing about have the responsibility to come to us because they're serving us to say, no, this is not what it is. This is what we have. But we can't just sit back. Randy Shea is not an opposition party. He's not even a political party. For us to gravitate towards him as though he's a opposition to this government. He's not. I tell you what, watch and see. You will say something to say. Once the government start doing things that is in the right way, that Randy Shea will now question, you will see how much you will start praising this government. And then you're going to say, but the same thing happening right now. Like, you're funny. Oh. During the election, Koska, oh yes, this is the best man. Oh, you see, the CDP almost, they were going to beat Koska today on Broad Street. Because he was saying things that we love. He was saying things that we like. The election over. He started singing the praises now of the government because he felt now the government is doing things that into his liking. He's a human being like other. So now we're accusing he's a sellout. You're killing me. Oh, Costco is a sellout. Yeah, we have them finished paying the man. They're getting a lot of money now. So, because he used to be against last year, he shouldn't be for this time. It's a government. This is not a mafia thing. This is a government. If the man fought, and secondly, he also a Liberian. He has the right. He has the right. In fact, if he doesn't do that, then I will question his ability to be truthful. He has the right to say what is good and what is bad. Now, it's left with me to say, okay, this Costa says is good, this Costa says, but I'm not taking it. It's my right as well. But I do not have the right to accuse him of selling out because his decision does not conform to mine. Who am I to say Costco must say what I want him to say? What kind of life are we living? We can't do that and expect the society to move on. This is what my mom used to tell me. She said, Samson. I said, yeah, ma. Because she used to be a member of the Baker, how do you call it? Baker Women Associate, Market Women Association, something like that. In fact, she was representing the BTC area at one time. She said, girl, in the morning, this is what she would do. This is her day. In the morning, she come from the night before when she come from the market, which is just not too far, about 700-800 feet from the house. Right as soon as you get out of the gate of the barracks, you're at the market. So she will bring all this meat, dry meat, and I love dry meat. I'll start eating it. She said, I'm fixing it tomorrow. So in the morning, she'll go and make big pan of not doma, deeper. And the army people will come and credit 25 cents a bowl. So what she will do, Willie Knockers, they seen Willie Knocker, the late Willie Knocker. He used to be the paymaster. But he's so familiar with my mom that he has a special notebook. I didn't say they say, I said me. I saw it. Okay. So my mom, you can't, you credit, you put your name on that paper, 25 cents. If you want $2, 50 cents, you put it down. Okay. But In order for her to continue to do that, she had to pay due to the market association. So she was a member. So at the end of the month, she goes stand there. When they read to because they pay people right there in the barracks, right by the church somewhere, or they have a band quarter right there, and then they have this old band building by the MP headquarters. Those of you that grew up in barracks, you know what I'm talking about. By the way, my mom was standing right down the street. Miracle, yes. They call her first. Miracle, yes. Give me a list. She get a list. So when Willie knock on them, when they call the other army man, they look at the note, say, okay, Merito say you owe her 50 cents. He says, okay, you have money. Merito, you have money. It was so fair. But this is what she used to say. She said, Samson, this organization that I belong to, it's not that I'm stupid, but in a group, we can't all say we're smart. Because if you have all smart people, we're not going to go nowhere, because everybody will keep bringing ideas. Nobody going to accept other people's idea because they think their idea is better than that. So what do I do when I'm out there? They bring an idea. I say, okay, if we need to discuss it, we discuss it. But this is how she put it. I'm being very nice. She say in a group, not everybody can be smart people. You must have some stupid people sometime. Because how do you move forward if everybody believes their idea is the stronger and the most important and the best idea of all? How do you move if every one of us continue to do that? This is exactly how we're doing it. Everybody in the Republic of Liberia are lawyers, especially with the Facebook nowadays. We're lawyers. How do we move forward? How do we move forward? And this man trying to come into Liberia through the engagement of our president, and I use the word "our" very carefully because I'm a Liberty Party member, but he's still my president. He was elected by my brothers and sisters, so he's my president. Okay, I will say things if things are not right. I will say it, but if I believe they're right, I will say it. The other day when I was showing you some picture where they have the president in the hole with no showing, I show you that I didn't hide it. I'll show you some picture where people from public work will say they were building Dole community with no drainage and what have you. I'll show you that. I'd like to see the finished product. If the finished product show proof that what I was saying was wrong, I will say so. That's who I am. What are you going to do to me? Nothing. Nothing here to embarrass me. In life, if you're not truthful, then you're not ready for life. This is what my father used to tell me as well. So Samson, anything in life, if you do something, if people say you do it, say yes. If you know somebody asks you did something, you know you're not responsible, say no. As long deep inside of you, he would say, deep inside of you, between you and your God, you know what you're saying is true. You got nothing to be afraid of. And I truly believe that. If I tell you, say, no, I didn't do that, you say, yes, you did. I said, no, the rest of it is up to you. I got nothing else to say to you. And that's what it is. So we started this thing from now, because I don't know about Tutman, because I've been reading about Tutman and Koma and all the other people there. So I don't know what was there. But, you know, from Tova Day, the government is corrupt. Though King, this government is corrupt. Of course, Taylor always worse because people were dying. Here we are again. When will we at least, and I don't mean to be insulted. In fact, I will not even call you, I will call myself. When will Samson to be the stupid man among the group here? We have to understand that in order to move this country forward, we all have to accept and swallow some bitter pills sometimes. What is the end result? But then you're going to come back, code of conduct. They see code of conduct the former government used to abuse, nepotism all over. They're not seeing code of conduct. That are the same code of conduct where the legislation used to abuse. That today we know we got code of conduct. I've been talking about the code of conduct for a very long time. The code of conduct, I've read it. For me, I used to say, code of conduct, if applied evenly, when they used to talk about the code of conduct as with respect to the Liberty Party vice presidential candidate, they said he didn't turn out, he didn't resign, whatever. I used to question that about that code of conduct. Why would you be selective in applying the rule and law of a country? If it suits you, you apply it. If it's against you, you want to ignore it. Then what is that? What is it that now we want to apply code of conduct? It's a good document. If we apply that code of conduct across the board with no fear of any kinds of favorable thing or whatever, that's a good document that can govern us well. Folks, this is Samson Toll at Brown Public Radio. Okay. Okay. I want to thank all of you again this evening. My brother, Mr. Imaya Boa, welcome. Samson Toll. He's watching me all the way from Norway. Thank you for making our show. We appreciate it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a number to call. And call me. If not, I got work to do tomorrow, of course. So I'm not going to be here all night. First of all, let me tell you what my show is. Maybe I've been telling you guys, but maybe most people, this is not a show where I pack people on the line and say, come and make your comment. No. I come up and tell you what I'm saying. The only time I will pack people when I'm talking about politics. But bro, if you have contribution, put your number in my inbox and I will invite you for us to have a serious conversation. Like you're watching me on the video right now, I will invite you through my video contact and be able to bring you on so we can have a conversation. I'll open the line up and I will hope that people will call me so that we can have a conversation on it. Because this is just something that we all need to see how best we can get this. It's my number. Okay. My number is coming up. 916-533-2048. Give me a call. I'll be here for about 5 minutes or so and I'll be out. Tomorrow, of course, you turn into Mr. Soul Show. You're always giving us a wonderful, wonderful thing. But again, this is my number, 916-533. Oops, I put it up and then I'm not putting it on the other side. Sam Centaur. All right, Mr. Soul say you need to. Mr. Soul want to push me out. He want me to retire. He's a CEO. I'm a CEO. You're retired. I'm gonna fire you. I said, okay, Mr. Soul. But on a very serious note, give me a call, 916-533-2048. Tell me what do you think. If you don't believe what I'm saying, that's okay. I'm not gonna be here for maybe 2 more minutes and I'll be out of here. But basically, what I'm trying to say here tonight is this. We must be willing to try new things. And then you say, well, if you try new things, Mr. Toll, maybe you're going to get burned. What life is? What is life? Tell me, before you left Toll Town to come to America, you know where America was? Well, your first time when you were flying, you know you're going to be having a good life like this? No. All you have was your brain. All you have was the strength God gave you. And all you have is the faith you have in God. Knowing fully well that there's 2 things. If I go to America and live by the people's rule and work hard, I will be successful. But when I go to America, and you know it too before leaving Total, when I go to America, I start stealing, I will end up in jail. And you know that too. You know? So it's nothing strange. It's the same thing. Let's be willing to try something new. The president has been elected. If this man going around seeking loan for us, the legislature, that's their job. Let them question. You yourself, you can question. I'm not saying you have no business of questioning. It's your job. It's your responsibility. Question, but with respect. Let me see. Say, okay, let's try this. Hello, Samson to LIBERIA Public Radio. Are you calling for my show or are you calling for something else?
Just congratulate. Thank you for your explanation about that role. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Because we didn't understand. I'm from Colorado. I'm living in Colorado, Denver. A lot of us don't understand when they talk about example Burkina Faso wanting to help to do the construction of the road. People say all kind of stuff. I didn't really understand what it meant. I would say a bit confused, but from your inside, maybe to understand that I think it's a good idea. A lot of people come in with negative ideas, but they don't come up to say to suggest what needed to be done. They just come and criticize it, and they make people to believe them, and they make people to just think that the government wants to give the road construction to somebody to benefit, all kind of stuff. But from what you just explained, I think I get to understand exactly what is happening. And that's the kind of thing need to be said to most of the people who don't understand it, because people don't read or listen to the radio or listen to other people who understand what's going on. They just conclude, and just say the government, bash the government, and say the government is the same government, the past is corrupt, it is and that, And it made people feel that way. So it's good that you come on the air like you did and explain to the people, let them understand, let people, understand it. Some people just they don't understand or don't listen, so they don't know what way to take. But if you explain, our Liberian people will all have to read. We're not, even in Liberia, you don't read a newspaper to for it. We just read small text caption and we just conclude. So, but when the radio, like what you're doing, if you explain to the people about exactly what's going on, I think people will understand and people will buy the story and support the government.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it. Okay. Again, folks, Samson Tour, I think that's what I'm trying to do here. And again, I'm just saying these are kinds of stuff. If I was working for the government, this is a line that I will push a lot. I'm not going to argue with people. Because here's the thing. If we don't have the information, we're going to those of us that got the mouth. If the government is not able or coming to explain to us, unless they're going to go and get angry and talk about this, that we did this, we did that, we did this, we did that. If we invite you, I will supply the information to satisfy my audience. If I want some controversial issue, I'll put it out there. But what good it is? What good is it? It doesn't help out. Thank you, my brother. We appreciate it. That's what LPR is all about. We're about to pass on information. The reason I'm doing that, like I say, I'm not doing it as a sedition. I'm not a member of CDC. However, I think I told you from the beginning, I have an interest, a big interest in this. They talk about Total, my town. They're going to pave the road from Total all the way to BI. I will do everything possible for the thing to be successful. However, as an honest man, Total is not Republic of Liberia. So a Total is better. What happened to people in Nima County? What happened to people in Lufa County? And when it comes to pay the money, we're all going to pay the money. So I can't just hold that benefit to my people in Total and say, let's go ahead. No, that's one of the reasons why I decided to go ahead and show. I will continue to show you this man work. As he does these kinds of stuff in other countries. It's not just Liberia that he's going to be involved with. He has now. If you come to me and say, Mr. Toh, that's good, but don't you think this man is stretching himself too thin? Now that's a good conversation we can have. Because if he working in Nima, if he working in Guinea, if he working in Togo, if he working in Benin, if he working in Ivory Coast and come to Liberia, does he still have that capacity to give us what we want? Those are the kinds of information, those are the kinds of discussion we need to have. But anyway, that's just Samson Toh. Folks, Samson Toh, LIBERIA Public Radio. I will be leaving here very shortly. No more call, that's okay. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say here this afternoon, because I'm not here. Job. No, that's not it. Okay. The idea, let me be honest with you before I close. I'm an engineer, roadway engineer. Wouldn't it be a nice thing for me to have my fingerprint from the road from Toll Town to this border? I'm talking about any other road, just the road from my town. The place I used to walk with no shoes. The place I used to drink water. The place I used to eat dirt. If I can just do little work from Toll Town to the border, I will be happy. But I promise you this, once this thing starts, whether I'm invited or not, I'm going to go to Toll Town and be able to see the construction. Because the construction that happened those days when I was very little, I don't remember much. The only thing I remember was that they call it tenant pole. Now that I'm a construction person, I know the name is called pen. Okay, so I know. But I was walking and I started running. And this guy he was not chasing me, but he was driving his stuff. And I thought that thing was coming to run after me. I ran in my mom's house, closed the door, locked the door. Nobody should get me out. Because I was little, I was scared. But now that I know, I like to be part of that. Anyway, folks, again, before we close, let me just say this here one more time. To my own brothers and sisters, as we all know, Pazina is no longer with us, and we're going to miss him. Again, to the family, to all of us, let's hold our heart. God will be with us. God will guide us. I know where he is. He's in very good hands because he's not a bad person. Pazina is always with us. Doesn't matter how young you are. As long as you have something to offer to the people, he's always there because he's always for development. So I think it's a very sad thing. I know we're all hurt because he's our father. Nobody wants to lose their father. But that's what God say, and so be it. This is Samson Toh. I'm going to say good night to all of you. Please tune in to Mr. Social tomorrow. I'm sure he will come out with a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful program that I'm sure you will enjoy. This is Samson Toh, LIBERIA Public Radio. I'll say good night to all of you. Please stay safe so that we'll see you another time that perhaps you can come and enjoy with us and we'll have a fruitful discussion. Samson Toh, LIBERIA Public Radio. Good night, folks.
mon amant. Hey, hey, mon amant. Hey, hey, mon amant. Ateito, ateito, ateito. Nalukio na kati ya Kinshasa mobimba mama e. Na bani na foire fikine. Na koti na sine paladume, na koti na raki. Na koti na sine palace, na koti na Bellevue.
naleki na tipeka e na koti na ende twae adeito mon amour hey mon amant mama mon amant hey mon amant sambe adeito nalingi yo mama adeito hey mon amant mama adeito naponi yo mama adeito hey mon amant janine amelo nalingi yo mama amelo hey mon amant elongi na yo ekati me monte manga na kolela mon amant loposo na yo esilisinga mayelenga na kolela mon amant sambe adeito nalingi yo mama adeito hey mon amant sambe adeito naponi yo mama adeito hey mon amant janine amelo nalingi yo mama adeito hey mon amant